The universe isn't hanging on your words, it's waiting for your vibe. Now's the time for a cosmic green light. It's time to shift from wishing to commanding. You found this audiobook because you're ready to tap into your real power. Introduction. As you hold these special words, know this: they didn't come to you by accident. This book is a message, a cosmic echo reaching you at just the right time, when your soul was ready to receive. That cosmic green light is shining in your awareness, letting you know the universe is ready for your command. For ages, this knowledge has been hidden, kept safe by the wise ones who understood the unspoken laws that shape our reality through our thoughts, feelings, and pure intentions. Now the veil is lifting, and you've called forth what your spirit has long known. The universe isn't listening to the chatter of language. It's tuned into the silent melody of your vibration. When your frequency aligns with certainty, it responds instantly. This is more than just a book. It's a key to unlock your true power, to break down illusions, and to reveal the truth of your infinite creativity. You're not here to beg or wait. You're here to remember. Your antenna is coming alive, tuning into the exact frequency where what you want and what you create become one. That, dear one, is what the cosmic green light means. In the chapters ahead, you'll discover truths and practices once shared only among initiates. These are not efforts. They're about remembering. They're the ancient doors that all great masters have walked through, and now they're opening for you. But before we dive in, hit that like button and tell me where you're watching from. It's always amazing to see who's joining us from all over the world. In a not-so-distant past, Elizabeth found a leather-bound book hidden in her grandmother's attic. Surrounded by many books, this one felt different, almost pulsating with energy that drew her in. As she reached for it, dust particles danced in a beam of light, forming what looked like golden letters in the air. When her fingers touched that ancient cover, warmth spread through her, and she knew this was meant to be. Your presence here, holding. These words reflect Elizabeth's realization. You've tapped into a powerful ability that has always been inside you. This force works through the unchanging law of resonance, attracting exactly what your soul needs for its next change. When the student is ready, the teacher shows up. The universe is always tuning into your inner vibe. Like attracts like, wisdom finds the wise, and power seeks those prepared to use it. You didn't stumble upon these teachings by coincidence. They came to you because you've been sending out the perfect signal of readiness. In a vast, empty desert, a traveler named Thomas trudged on, his water long gone. The sun blazed fiercely as he pushed himself, his mind fixated on his unbearable thirst. Just when he felt his strength fading, he spotted a glimmer through half-closed eyes. There, among the endless sand, stood an ancient well, its stones cool despite the heat. After quenching his thirst, Thomas chatted with the well's keeper, who shared an incredible truth. The well had existed for centuries, visible only to those in tune with its need and readiness. Many others had walked by without noticing because their awareness hadn't evolved enough to see it. The same goes for the wisdom you hold now. These teachings have always been around, waiting for the right moment. Only now has your spiritual energy risen to recognize and accept them. It's a sacred act, the acknowledgement of readiness. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Sit up straight, close your eyes gently, and place your open hands in your lap, a receptive gesture found in many spiritual traditions. Let your breath settle into its own rhythm. In this stillness, acknowledge a profound truth. You've called forth this wisdom because you're finally ready to command the universe instead of begging it. Feel this understanding resonate within every cell of your body. This moment isn't just a start. It's a remembering, an awakening to the power that has always been yours. In the rolling hills of a quiet countryside, Margaret sat before her old radio equipment. Her weathered hands hovered over the dials she had adjusted countless times over the years. One stormy evening, as static filled the air. As she tuned into the airwaves, something amazing happened. While trying to catch a faint signal, she realized that by calming her mind and shifting her energy, she could receive messages crystal clear, without even touching the dials. Inside you is a similar connection, a cosmic antenna that links you to the universe's boundless wisdom. This inner tool doesn't rely on physical senses. It gathers guidance and sends out your intentions into the vast universe. But like any fragile piece of equipment, it can get jammed by doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs picked up from the world around you. These negative influences can muddy your connection, turning what should be clear messages into confused signals. The ancients knew this truth well. They taught that successful manifestation isn't just about the words you say, it's all about the clarity of your energy. Imagine a lighthouse standing firm against a raging storm. William, the keeper of that lighthouse, faced one of the toughest tempests of his life. As night fell and waves crashed wildly, he realized that the light he maintained outside was just like the flame inside him. The more he focused on his own clarity and determination, the stronger the beam of his lighthouse shone, guiding lost ships to safety. Throughout the night, as his inner light grew brighter, vessel after vessel made it home, drawn to the steady light of his focused intention. To activate your cosmic antenna, find a quiet place just for you. Close your eyes and take deep, slow breaths. Picture a golden antenna rising from the top of your head, stretching into the limitless cosmos. With every breath, feel that connection grow stronger and more defined. Let your purest intentions flow upward through this golden channel, radiating out like the dawn spilling across a vast horizon. As you breathe, sense the universal energy pouring down through your antenna, showering you with light, filling every part of you with divine knowledge and cosmic insight. This energy courses through you like liquid gold, lighting you up from the inside and turning you into a vibrant beacon of manifestation. Hold on to this sacred connection for a few minutes, breathing deeply and with purpose, knowing without a doubt that your clear transmission is powerful, cuts through the layers that separate worlds, reaching deep into the very fabric of creation. Your pure intention sends ripples through the quantum field, like waves rolling on an endless ocean, setting in motion everything needed to turn your dreams into reality. In a sunlit studio smelling of oils and turpentine, Samuel guided his apprentice's hand across the canvas. "You paint what you see," he explained, "but true mastery is about capturing what lies beyond sight." Day after day, Samuel taught his students to feel the essence beneath appearances, the joy radiating from a flower, the wisdom in an ancient tree, the light dancing on still waters. Under his guidance, the apprentice's work transformed from just being technically correct to something truly breathtaking. Just as the apprentice learned to look beyond the surface, you too must see through the veils that hide the true nature of reality. What seems solid is just a projection, a tale spun from past experiences and learned beliefs. Behind these deceptive layers lies the fluid essence of existence, ready to respond to your conscious thoughts. 7 veils have kept you from realizing your creative power. The veil of separation tricks you into thinking you're apart from what you wish to create. The veil of limitation defines the limits of your possibilities. Through the veil of unworthiness, you see yourself as unworthy of abundance. The veil of victimhood has hidden your strength behind stories of misfortune. The veil of scarcity masks the endless nature of what the universe can provide. The veil of time creates a false sense of delay between your desires and their fulfillment. And the veil of impossibility clouds your view of the magic in existence itself. High in the misty mountains lived Grace, who only knew the gray world wrapped in the fog surrounding her home. Every morning, she woke to the same limited view, until one extraordinary day when a warm wind swept through the valley, lifting the fog like a curtain drawn aside. Before her astonished eyes lay a vast landscape bursting with colors she'd never imagined. Emerald forests, sapphire lakes, golden fields stretching to distant purple mountains. In that moment, Grace realized that her world was far bigger than she had ever thought. The world has always been a wonder. It was just her view that was limited. To truly embrace this wisdom, take a moment, find a quiet spot, and take 3 deep breaths. Imagine yourself in front of 7 delicate veils, each one glowing with labels of limitation. With every breath, step through a veil, letting it fade away as you go. Watch it disappear like mist in the morning sun. Keep going until you find yourself in a space of endless possibilities, where your thoughts ripple out like stones in calm water. Place one hand on your forehead and the other on your heart. Say with firm belief, "I now see with eyes of truth." In a faraway land, where languages tangled like threads in an ancient tapestry. Joseph couldn't say a single word the locals understood, but in that silence he found something amazing. Through simple presence, a smile, and the energy he brought, doors opened for him. Strangers invited him into their homes, shared meals, and formed connections that went beyond spoken words. Beyond language, there's a deeper way to communicate: the language of energy. This universal tongue speaks through vibrations and frequencies, forming the basic fabric of everything. The universe listens not to the words you say, but to the energy you send into the endless sea of possibilities. Your thoughts and feelings aren't just inside you, they're commands that reach out into the universe. When you grasp this, you see that what you manifest comes from the energy you embody, not just what you say. This universal language is made up of 5 sacred elements: intention, attention, emotion, expectation, and gratitude. Together they create the energetic alphabet to express your desires to the universe. Intention sets the path. Attention boosts the signal. Emotion fuels it. Expectation pulls it in. And gratitude closes the loop of manifestation. When these 5 elements come together, they form a command so clear that the universe can't help but respond. In a valley surrounded by ancient mountains, Eleanor found a unique instrument: its strings. It sparkled with a magical glow, and when she played it with genuine feeling, the world around her transformed. Flowers turned to her music, clouds danced in sync with her tunes, and the air was charged with endless possibilities. Through this enchanting instrument, Eleanor discovered that the true power wasn't in the notes, but in the deep emotions she infused into them. To embrace this universal language, find a quiet space and get comfy. Close your eyes and focus on your heart. Start feeling as if your deepest wish has already come true. Let that emotion build like a wave gathering force. Feel it fill every part of you until you're the essence of that fulfilled dream. Let this pure feeling shine out from you in golden waves, knowing this is the strongest command you can send to the universe. Place your hand over your heart, connect with your creative power, and whisper with confidence, "It is done." High on a breezy peak, Benjamin looked down at his village. From this high spot, a clear realization unfolded. The conflicts that troubled his people for ages, disputes over water, arguments about land, disagreements in the marketplace, suddenly looked like interconnected ripples in a pond, each influencing the others in unseen ways. When you take a step back from your own life, you can find that same clarity. Just like Benjamin found wisdom from his mountain view, you too can rise above your racing thoughts and see them with a clearer mind. This special practice of becoming an awakened observer shifts you from a bystander in life to its conscious guide. In this elevated state of awareness, you see that just observing has its own creative power. The wise ones of the past knew what modern science now proves. Simply observing can change what you see. Your thoughts, seen from this higher perspective, become like clay ready to be shaped by your choices. As the awakened observer, you unlock this potential. You have the power to tell apart thoughts that lift you up from those that hold you back. No longer do you have to get stuck on every single thought that pops into your head. Instead, you have the choice. Focus on the thoughts that fuel you and let the others drift away, like leaves on a stream. In a remote valley, Harriet found a magical-looking glass passed down by wise women through the ages. Through its sparkling surface, she saw golden threads of light reaching out from every thought, linking to real things in the world around her. With a sense of wonder, she discovered that by shifting these threads with her attention, she could create new patterns in reality. To tap into this amazing power, find a quiet spot and sit up straight. Close your eyes and picture yourself gently rising above your physical self. From this higher view, watch your thoughts like clouds floating across the wide sky of your mind. Name each thought as it drifts by, without judging or clinging to them. Planning, worrying, remembering. Just acknowledge them. Now pick one positive thought that matches your deepest desires. Pour your energy into it, observing as it becomes more vibrant and strong with your focus. Feel that empowered thought start to take shape in your reality as you slowly return to your body, carrying this new perspective with you throughout your day. In the serene valleys of a long-ago land, Alice stumbled upon a strange radio among her grandmother's belongings. Unlike ordinary radios, this one stayed silent until she unlocked its unique secret. It would only play when her emotions matched the frequency she wanted to hear. With practice, she figured out that to feel the music of joy, she had to genuinely feel joy in her heart. For messages of love, she had to embody love itself. This timeless story reveals an essential truth about the universe. It operates on specific vibrational frequencies. Your desires are like unique, energetic signatures in the cosmic field, ready to show up when your personal energy syncs with their vibrations. Think of yourself as a living transmission tower, always broadcasting through your emotional state. Your feelings aren't just reactions to what happens around you, they're powerful forces for creation. Every feeling has its own unique vibe in the universe. Fear, doubt, and worry, they operate on low, heavy frequencies that block what you want from showing up. Anger and frustration create a kind of interference that disrupts your connection. But joy, gratitude, and love, these high vibes resonate so clearly and powerfully that they can bring your desires to life right away. Once you grasp this idea, it becomes clear why some of your dreams seem just out of reach. Your emotional energy isn't matching what you're aiming for. The universe doesn't respond to what you say or wish for. It listens to the energy you put out. That's why being pushy, struggling, or wanting something too desperately can actually make it harder to get what you want. Those feelings don't match up with the vibrations of manifestation. There's a story about Charles, a devoted gardener in an ancient monastery. He found something amazing. His plants thrived when he sang to them, but only if he really felt it in his heart. Singing without feeling didn't do anything. But when his heart was full of love and joy, the garden would bloom like never before, bursting with life. His experience showed that genuine feelings can create real change in the world around us. To get in tune with your desires, place your hands on your heart. Think of a moment that brought you pure joy. Let that happy feeling grow and wash over you until you sense a gentle hum or vibration. That's your natural manifesting frequency. Now keep your desire in mind as you hold on to this feeling, allowing them to connect and blend. Finish this sacred practice by lightly touching your thymus and saying, "I am now attuned to the divine frequency of my desire." Now we enter an ancient temple where Victoria discovers something remarkable, a mysterious traffic signal adorned with sacred symbols. This strange device doesn't manage actual traffic, it reacts to human thoughts. Whenever doubt or confusion crossed her mind, the light turned red. But as her thoughts aligned with her purpose, it shifted to yellow. Only when her intentions were crystal clear did it shine a brilliant green. This cosmic green light is more than just a metaphor. This signifies the moment when the universe recognizes your command. This special point marks a shift, from seeking to finding, from asking to receiving, from hoping to knowing. When you hit this vibration, manifestation isn't just a possibility, it's a certainty. Throughout history, those who mastered conscious creation identified 4 key stages in the manifestation process. The red light phase shows resistance, where old beliefs and doubts get in the way. Next comes the yellow light phase, when your thoughts and feelings start to align with your desire. Then we hit the green light phase, which is all about creation, the universe springing into action to make your intention a reality. And beyond that, it's pure receiving, allowing what you desire to flow into existence. In a distant coastal town, there was a lighthouse unlike any other. On stormy nights, when ships lost their way, its light would inexplicably shift from white to green. This magical emerald glow did more than just shine. It seemed to reach out, guiding ships safely to shore through a mysterious force. Captains spoke of an irresistible draw to the green light, as if the waters themselves wanted to lead them home. Just like Frederick's enchanting light guided ships to safety, your activated cosmic green light can pull your desires into being. It acts as both a beacon and a bridge, lighting your way while pulling your dreams from possibility into reality. Now close your eyes and find a moment of stillness. Imagine a cosmic traffic signal in front of you, reflecting where you are in your manifestation journey. With each exhale, let go of doubts, resistance, and uncertainty. With each inhale, boost your clarity and belief. Watch the lights change, red then yellow, until it shines brightly in emerald green. Lift your hands with palms up and welcome its vibrant rays. Feel them filling every part of you as you affirm, "The cosmic green light now shines upon my path of manifestation." In the heart of an ancient city, Evelyn came across an intriguing inheritance, an ornate chest filled with celestial symbols and sacred geometry. A note said it contained everything she had ever wanted, yet despite its promise, a deep promise was locked away in a chest. For months she hunted for its key in the outside world. Then a wise woman told her the truth. The key was in her own heart. It was the key of self-permission. You're standing at that same discovery point right now. The ability to bring your biggest dreams to life has always been yours. But like Evelyn, you have looked for permission outside yourself. Since you were little, the world has wrapped you in a blanket of forgetfulness about your creative power. Teachers told you to learn from others. Religious leaders said you needed someone else to connect with the divine. Scientists claimed that reality was fixed and unchangeable. Each of these voices layered on the illusion that your power is beyond reach. But it's not. Your ability to command, rather than ask, is right inside you. It beats with every heartbeat and flows through every breath. You don't need anyone else to give you permission for what is your birthright. The universe doesn't answer to permissions granted by others. It responds to the firm certainty that comes from within you. In another story, there was King Henry. He spent years chasing a thief who had taken his royal scepter. He felt weak without it. One morning, as he looked into a sacred pool, he finally saw himself. There, in his own hand, was the scepter, hidden away by his forgetfulness. Like King Henry, all you need to do is lift the veil of illusion to get back what was never truly lost. Stand in front of a mirror. Look deeply into your eyes. Place your right hand over your heart and your left hand outwards. Say these words with the authority that is yours. I stand in my sovereign power as a conscious creator. I reclaim my divine right to command the universe directly, without needing permission from anyone. Just as it was at the beginning, so it is now, revealed by the wisdom of the ages. Touch your forehead, where divine thoughts come from. Touch your lips, the gateway for your sacred declarations. And touch your heart, the throne of your infinite power. Seal this truth into your very being. With this affirmation, I give myself full permission to command the endless universe as my divine and eternal birthright, passed down from many generations of conscious creators before me. Deep inside an ancient temple, Theodore stumbled upon a hallway filled with mirrors unlike anything he'd seen. As he walked through, each mirror didn't show his face. Instead, it revealed vivid scenes from his life. He faced his troubled relationships, his money issues, and the dreams he hadn't chased. One mirror showed him all alone, trapped by barriers he had built himself. Another mirrored missed chances, slipping away because of his doubts. Each reflection was less about his appearance and more about how his thoughts and feelings shaped his world. Your reality is like this mystical hall of mirrors. Every situation reflects the true essence of your inner state. That promotion you can't seem to land, the same old patterns in your relationships, the abundance that feels just out of reach, these aren't random. They are precise reflections of you. The universe has an amazing way of working. It's a perfect feedback system. Just like a mirror can only show what's in front of it, your outer world can only reflect what you carry inside. Your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings send signals to the universe, and it has to respond exactly as you project. In a little village, Martha thought she lived in endless darkness. Day after day, she complained about the poor light in her house, blaming the sun's position, the weather, even her neighbor's trees. One day, a wise woman came to visit. She simply grabbed a cloth and started cleaning Martha's windows. As the dust cleared away, sunlight poured in. The light was never gone, said the wise woman. It just needed a clean surface to shine through. This universal truth, as within, so without, shows up everywhere in your life. When you get this, you stop feeling like a victim of your circumstances and step into your power, becoming the conscious creator of your reality. Every challenge in your life is a mirror reflecting your inner state, revealing where you need to refine your creative power. Now take a moment to create a special space just for reflection. Pick a challenge in your life. Sit quietly and meditate on it. Ask yourself, what does this situation show me about my inner state? Write down any insights that come to you. Start without judging yourself. Then, make a conscious choice about how you want to feel inside. Look into a mirror and say, as within, so without. I now command a new reflection. In an ancient cave, hidden from human sight for ages, Sophia stumbled upon a worn stone tablet that changed everything she knew about life. The symbols on it seemed to glow softly. It held the eternal promise. The universe is ready to obey those who understand its sacred laws. This promise has been shared through time, passed down in mystery schools and spiritual traditions. From the torch-lit temples of Egypt to the fog-covered monasteries of Tibet, wise teachers have protected this powerful knowledge. Reality shifts for those who align with these universal principles. Every spiritual tradition holds this truth in symbols and stories, waiting for people whose minds are ready to understand its deep meaning. Now is your time to embrace this age-old wisdom. 7 universal laws shape this cosmic promise. The law of mentalism tells us that everything begins in the mind. The universe is essentially a mental creation. The law of correspondence teaches us to see, as above, so below, as within, so without. The law of vibration shows us that nothing is still. Everything is in motion. The law of polarity reveals that opposites are really the same, just different in degree. The law of rhythm explains the natural ebb and flow of all things. The law of cause and effect states that every cause has an effect, and every effect has a cause. The law of gender shows that both masculine and feminine energies are needed for creation. In a remote monastery, a humble scribe named Daniel received a mysterious gift, a blank book wrapped in ancient leather. Sitting in front of its empty pages, he felt unsure about its purpose. But when he approached it with genuine belief, asking heartfelt questions, wisdom flowed onto its pages in shining golden letters. The book only responded to his firm conviction, teaching him that the universe reflects our certainty with precision. Now, get ready for the sacred covenant ceremony. Find a quiet spot and settle in. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Picture a magnificent altar before you, shining with a soft, otherworldly light. Atop it sits an ancient scroll, its edges glowing with powerful symbols. This scroll holds a sacred promise between you and the universe. Rest your hand on your heart, feel its steady beat syncing with the truth of the cosmos. Speak these words with true belief. I claim this ancient promise. With clarity and certainty, I command, and the universe responds without hesitation. This bond is sealed in this very moment. Watch as a brilliant beam of light pours from your heart, signing this covenant in the great book of creation. Now let's dive into how manifestation truly works. Once in a time long forgotten, there was an alchemist named Walter. He dedicated his life to finding the mythical philosopher's stone. In his lab, filled with bubbling pots and dusty books, he mixed rare ingredients, hoping to turn lead into gold. After years of failures, Walter had a powerful realization. The real philosopher's stone wasn't a tangible object. It was the focused power of his own thoughts. You can see it now, can't you? Your thoughts are the raw materials in the universe's workshop, turning everyday experiences into amazing realities. Each thought has its own unique vibration, pulling in elements from the quantum field to shape your life. The ancient practice of mental alchemy takes you through 7 sacred steps. First, purification helps you clear away doubt and fear. Then comes dissolution, breaking down limiting beliefs, showing them for what they really are. In separation, you learn to tell the difference between thoughts that lift you up and those that hold you down. Conjunction merges your clear thoughts with powerful emotions. Fermentation happens next, where repeated focus boosts your creative energy. Distillation hones your intention to its purest form. Finally, coagulation brings your transformed thoughts into reality. In a quiet valley, Clara inherited a magical book filled with family recipes. Every time she cooked, she realized something surprising. The same ingredients could create completely different dishes, all depending on the thoughts she held while cooking. When she cooked, thoughts of abundance turned simple ingredients into feasts. But when doubt crept in, even the best ingredients led to disappointing meals. To master this ancient practice, find a calm spot and settle into a still position. Close your eyes gently, like lotus petals at dusk. Focus inward and picture a brilliant golden furnace, your own personal alchemical source of transformation, glowing with divine light right in your solar plexus. This eternal flame is ready to change anything it touches. Pick one situation in your life that needs a shift. With respectful intention, visualize placing it into this mystical furnace. Feel its weight fade away as you ignite the transformative fire of your conscious thoughts. Watch with your mind's eye as the situation starts to change. Like an experienced alchemist in their lab, observe patiently as the heavy matter dissolves and transforms into pure golden light, the essence of what you want to create. Breathe in this golden essence slowly, letting it fill every cell and atom of your being, lighting you up from within. As you do this, say these powerful words. Through the sacred art of mental alchemy, I change my reality with the pure power of divine thought. Feel the truth of these words resonate in harmony with the universe's creative forces. In a stormy coastal town, Edward devoted himself to his lighthouse. Night after night, he watched ships navigate the rough waters beneath his tower. A clear pattern emerged. Vessels only found safe passage when his light shone steady and unwavering. Yet, when his focus slipped or doubt set in, the light flickered, and ships struggled against the waves. The universe works the same way. It doesn't respond to wishes tossed like coins into a well or hopes whispered in desperation. The creative force that shapes reality listens only to steady commands that come from a place of calm certainty. Master manifestors throughout history have understood this. Doubt creates static in your signal to the universe. Complete conviction is key. It sends out a signal so clear that getting what you want is bound to happen. There are 5 key elements to giving a strong command. First, you need to have a single, sharp focus. Your intention should be crystal clear, like a laser cutting through darkness. Second, your feelings must align with your command. This means your emotions should match your words, creating a powerful and harmonious message. Third, talk and feel as if your wish is happening now, not in some far-off future. Fourth, carry a sense of grateful expectation. Be absolutely certain of what you want, while also feeling thankful for what you already have. Fifth, maintain a relaxed certainty. Know that what you ask for will come, but let go of how or when it will show up. Caroline once found an ancient speaking trumpet in a peaceful valley, made from mysterious metals. When she spoke into it, only words spoken without doubt turned into reality. If she hesitated even a little, her words just faded away. She learned that hesitation in her commands caused the universe to hesitate too. To practice this powerful art of command, stand tall and steady, feet firm on the ground. Keep your back straight and your hands open at your sides. Say your desire out loud in a strong, confident voice, treating it as something real right now, not a future dream. Say your command 3 times, with each time feeling more certain than the last. Let the energy of your words ripple out into the universe. Then, bring your hands to your heart and seal your command with these words. It is commanded. It is done. It is so. Matthew the Wanderer found himself at a magical crossroads deep in an ancient forest. 4 paths stretched out before him, each marked with simple phrases. What you embrace, what you release, what you become, and what you transcend. As he pondered his choice, an ancient truth dawned on him. To walk down one path meant leaving the others behind. The real power of choice isn't just in picking one option, it's in consciously letting go of the rest. Your creative energy flows best when channeled through clear decisions instead of getting lost in too many possibilities. Those who stay trapped in cycles of lack often say a weak yes to everything, which dilutes their ability to manifest what they truly want. Power flows like a river, but sometimes it splits into too many streams. The universe responds perfectly to your choices. When you say a strong yes to what truly serves your highest good, you create a protective boundary, a sacred no, to everything that might weaken or distract from your dreams. This boundary isn't a wall, it's more like a lens, sharpening your creative energy into a focused beam. In a distant mountain village, there was Lucille the Weaver. She crafted stunning tapestries that seemed to hold light within their threads. But she didn't master this art overnight. She learned to pick and choose her threads carefully. Some threads, though beautiful, could have ruined the final piece if included. Each masterpiece came from choosing just the right threads, not using everything available. This is just like the practice of conscious creation. Your life becomes a work of art not by saying yes to every chance that comes your way, but by picking those that truly resonate with your deepest vision. Respectfully, letting go of what doesn't serve you strengthens the power of your yes, sharpening your creative focus. To embrace this wisdom, try a simple exercise. Take a blank piece of paper and draw a line down the middle. On one side, list everything you say yes to: opportunities, relationships, experiences that uplift you. On the other side, jot down what you choose to release, doing so with respect and clarity. Once you're done, safely burn the paper while imagining your chosen paths glowing brighter as what you let go transforms into smoke. Place your hands at your heart in prayer and say these words: "Through my sacred yes and my honored no, I create a clear channel for divine abundance to flow." Before we dive into the next chapter, remember you can grab a free ebook version of this audiobook through the link in the pinned comment below this video. Along a rocky coastline, Nathaniel fought against strong currents every single day. His small boat struggled against the powerful waters, but his determination to reach the far-off harbor kept him going. Yet the harder he fought, the farther away his goal seemed. One morning, an old mariner appeared next to his boat, effortlessly gliding through the very same waves. "You resist what wants to help you," called the old sailor to Nathaniel. "These currents you're fighting against, they could take you home if you just learned to flow with them." He showed Nathaniel how to read the patterns of the water, aligning his sail with the current's strength instead of battling it. Just a few days later, Nathaniel reached his goal effortlessly. He discovered that surrendering had more strength than fighting. This lesson has stood the test of time. Fighting against your desires only delays their arrival. Think about when you plant a seed. You don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing, right? You trust in nature to do its job. But when it comes to getting what you want, you often get in your own way. Doubt, fear, worry, and a need for specific outcomes create resistance. This resistance can be sneaky. It might sound wise, telling you to be realistic, or come off as good advice when it says don't expect too much. It can even pretend to be smart, warning you to prepare for the worst. All these whispers create a counterflow, pushing against what you want from coming into your life. In a distant temple, Judith found an ornate door that was rumored to lead to the fulfillment of one's biggest wishes. She pushed against it for hours, trying everything she could, but it wouldn't budge. Exhausted, she finally let go and leaned against the door without effort. At that moment of total surrender, the door opened with ease. This door revealed a powerful truth. Letting go of how things should unfold makes it easier to manifest your desires. Here's a simple practice. Find a quiet spot and sit comfortably, closing your eyes. Breathe deeply while checking your body for any tension linked to what you want. Put your hand on each tight spot, breathing in golden light and silently saying, "I release," with each exhale. Keep this up until you feel light and free. Picture yourself under a waterfall of golden light washing away any remaining resistance. Stretch your arms out, palms up, and say, "I now release all resistance and welcome the perfect fulfillment of my desires through divine guidance." In the ancient city of Koresh, a traveler named Richard stood at the edge of a huge canyon. He could see his goal on the distant cliff, yet it felt so far away. He searched for days, looking for a way across. As Richard moved forward, a mysterious figure stepped out of the morning fog. "The bridge you seek has always been right here," the guide said, walking onto what looked like empty air. "It's found in a place of complete certainty, visible only to those who believe in the unseen." With each bold step the guide took, Richard caught flashes of a sparkling path stretching across the gap. Following the guide's lead, he realized that his unwavering faith made the bridge appear beneath his feet. Between where you are now and what you want lies a similar bridge. You can't see it with your eyes, but it's always there in the world of potential. This realm responds not to what you see, but to what you confidently know. Every desire you hold exists as both possibility and reality, separated only by your faith. Just like a quantum physicist understands that observation shapes reality, you must understand that your expectations create the pathway to what you want. This bridge of faith doesn't require physical effort, but it does ask for total trust in the unseen forces at work. In the gardens of Valencia, Agatha found an old map showing her the way to a hidden treasure. Yet much of the route was lost in swirling mist that changed all the time. As she began her adventure, she realized that each step taken in full faith revealed more of the path. The mist parted, not because of her searching eyes, but because of her trusting heart. Now, stand tall with your eyes gently closed. Picture the wide gap between where you are and your heart's desire. See the invisible bridge of faith stretching across, ready to support your journey. Take 7 sacred steps across this bridge, declaring with each step, I trust in perfect timing. I believe in unseen forces. I know the path will show up when I need it. I feel guided every step of the way. I notice signs and synchronicities. I receive unexpected help. I arrive at my perfect destination. Open your eyes, place your hand on your heart, and say, I now cross the invisible bridge with perfect faith in the unseen path. In an ancient temple, Charlotte stumbled upon intricate symbols carved into the floor, revealing the rhythm of creation. As she moved, she felt an invisible force guiding her, leading her into a steady rhythm. With every step, it was like reality itself was shifting and changing around her. In this special dance, she uncovered the universal rhythm that shapes everything we create. It's like a grand cosmic dance, flowing through 4 essential beats that need to be honored in the right order. Many people who want to manifest their dreams get stuck, trying to command without fully going through the process of creation. The first beat is all about making a clear command. It's a moment of pure certainty when you declare what you want with strong belief. But that's just the start. The second beat teaches you the art of letting go. You have to let go of all your attachments to how these dreams will come true. This release opens up space for the universe to work its magic on your behalf. The third beat is about actively receiving. Many skip this important step, thinking they're done after asking and letting go. But to truly receive, you need to align yourself with what you desire, staying alert and ready for opportunities that come your way. The fourth beat wraps everything up with real gratitude. This isn't just saying thanks, it's deeply feeling appreciation, which opens up the door for even more abundance to come into your life. This lesson was shown through Howard, a simple farmer who had land with 4 mysterious stones. For years, he struggled with his crops until he realized each stone matched a different stage of growth. Only by honoring the rhythm they showed him, planting, letting go, actively tending, and expressing gratitude, did his fields thrive like never before. This sacred practice invites you to embrace this cosmic rhythm through movement. Find a quiet place and start your manifestation dance. First, stand tall with your arms up, clearly stating your command. Next, open your arms wide, palms facing forward, letting go of all attachments. Then bring your arms in, palms up, ready to receive. Finally, place your hands over your heart in deep gratitude. Take a deep breath in each position, letting that energy fill you. Flow through this sequence 7 times, becoming more fluid each round. Finish by placing your right hand on your solar plexus and your left hand on your heart, affirming, I now dance in perfect rhythm with the cosmic cycle of creation. In the dim light of an old manor, Jonathan ran his fingers over the worn wallpaper. He felt hidden seams that seemed to hold ancient secrets. Following those lines, he stumbled upon a hidden space with architectural plans he'd never seen before. These blueprints showed that his humble family home could be transformed into a stunning palace by tapping into the sacred geometries woven into its very foundation. Just like that, you have a divine blueprint within you. It's an everlasting design that reveals the path to your highest destiny. This sacred plan exists beyond your conscious thoughts. It's encoded deep within your soul. When your desires match this blueprint, things happen effortlessly. But when you push for something that doesn't align with that higher design, you feel the struggle. Your divine blueprint communicates through your intuition. Those gut feelings, those deep knowings that bubble up from within. It shows up in the dreams you can't shake and those moments of joy that lift you beyond the ordinary. You'll notice patterns of synchronicity weaving through your life, like golden threads stitched into a beautiful tapestry. Take Malene, for instance. She held a mysterious fabric that seemed to have a mind of its own. No matter how hard she tried to impose her patterns, the fabric only responded to designs that respected its nature. Once she let it flow naturally, It transformed into garments so beautiful they felt like they glowed. To tap into your own divine blueprint, find a quiet space. Place one hand on your heart and the other on your belly. Close your eyes and journey inward to a chamber filled with golden light, where a sparkling structure spins gently. This living geometry holds the design of your highest potential. Watch its colors and patterns with care. Focus on one particular aspect that needs your attention. Now, bring your hands back to your heart and say, I align my commands with my divine blueprint, allowing the universe to bring forth my highest potential with grace and ease. In a candlelit ancient library, James discovered a weathered scroll filled with long-held secrets. Beyond just dusty records of the past, Lydia found herself tracing the worn hieroglyphs. What did she uncover? The truth about old royal commands from forgotten realms. These commands didn't rely on armies or riches. Instead, they drew their strength from a powerful tone that was recognized by the universe itself. This tone, it's in you too, just waiting to be awakened. When you speak from this inner authority, your words have the ability to shift reality. It's not about ego or empty commands. It's about a natural power that emerges when you connect with universal truth. Throughout history, those who mastered the art of manifestation understood this. They knew that words spoken from a place of sovereignty carry creative energy far beyond simple affirmations. To speak as if your word is law, you must come from a place of divine alignment, not pride. When you do this, the cosmos reacts immediately. To make a royal declaration, recognize that you are an extension of divine intelligence, not just a limited person asking for favors. Your words should exude certainty in the present tense, because the universe responds to commands stated as if they're already true. This means embodying the mindset of someone who knows their connection to the source. Speak with a quiet strength that doesn't need outside approval. In a remote valley, Lydia discovered an ancient scepter covered in enigmatic symbols. This wasn't your average royal artifact. It only responded to those who truly owned their inner sovereignty. When someone who understood their divine authority held this scepter, their words would instantly become reality. But remember, the scepter was just a symbol. The real power is about speaking with such clarity and confidence that the universe has to respond. To tap into your sovereign authority, try this. Create a special moment in front of a mirror. Dress in a way that makes you feel powerful. Place your left hand on your heart and raise your right hand as if holding an invisible scepter. Declare your intentions 3 times, each time adding more authority. Start with, I, as an extension of divine intelligence, hereby declare, followed by your command, framed as if it's already true. End your declaration by touching your forehead, lips, and heart, affirming, by my sovereign word, as a conscious creator aligned with the highest truth, it is now law in the universe. So it is. In a bright room filled with bubbling pots and ancient books, Rebecca watched her dad work on his alchemy with growing curiosity. Each day she noticed something strange. His successes didn't come from perfect measurements or rare ingredients. Instead, it was his emotions that fueled everything. She realized this long-hidden truth. Your feelings are like the fire that turns thoughts into reality. They're not just reactions to what's around you. They actually shape how quickly and powerfully the universe responds to what you want. In the lab of creation, each emotion is like a special ingredient. Joy speeds things up, like a raging fire, while gratitude offers slow, steady warmth that ensures real change. Wonder opens doors, letting universal forces flow and amplifying your creative power. But emotions like doubt put a damper on things. Worry and fear, they just block your wishes from becoming real. To truly master manifestation, you need to learn how to lift your emotional state, regardless of what's happening around you. Just like an alchemist controls the heat needed for change, you too must actively generate the feelings that bring your desires to life. Far away, Arthur received an old stringed instrument, a treasure passed down through many mystic musicians. When he played it, he realized that perfect notes were just sounds. But when he poured real emotion into his music, those notes transformed into beautiful scenes right before his eyes. This shows how manifestation works. It's not about being mechanical or perfect. It's the genuine feeling that gives your wishes the life needed to come true. To tap into this power, Find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and place your hands on your heart. Feel the emotion that would flow through you if your dream had already become real. Start with a tiny spark of that feeling, maybe the quiet joy of success or a deep sense of peace. Then let it grow stronger, adding in all the sights, sounds, and textures of your dream. Connect deeply with meaningful memories. Think of the faces of loved ones, the joy you share, and that sense of achievement. Let that feeling grow until it fills you completely, then let it spill over into the space around you. Place your hands on your solar plexus and say, "Through the pure power of emotion, I turn my desires into reality." Throughout history, wise masters have known a vital truth that many searching for manifestation overlook: the sacred link between spiritual intention and physical action. Take Oliver, for instance. He was a skilled sculptor, spending hours meditating, hoping for divine insight to unveil the masterpiece hidden in his block of marble. Still, no vision came. It wasn't until he picked up his chisel that the divine inspiration began to flow. Each strike of his tool brought forth the beauty locked within. This ancient wisdom illuminates the path to manifestation. The universe does respond to your requests, but often it's through taking action that these responses come to life. Your intentions create an energetic blueprint in the quantum field, but it's through purposeful movement that this blueprint becomes a reality. However, there's a crucial difference many people miss. There's a big gap between anxious action driven by fear and inspired action that naturally follows a confident command. The former fights against the flow of creation, while the latter dances in harmony with universal forces. Now think of Amelia, who found an ancient treasure map. At first glance, it seemed mostly blank, with just one instruction marking her first step. Only after she took that first action did the next instruction become clear, and she continued from there. Each step she took revealed the next part of her journey, teaching her to trust in the perfect timing of divine guidance. This wisdom reminds us that manifestation works strongest when we're tuned into and follow the subtle signs of our intuition, those gentle nudges, unexpected chances, and moments that align after we've made our clear request to the universe. These signs don't show the whole journey at once. Instead, they light the way step by step as you're ready. To build your own intuitive guide, start by sitting quietly and asking a specific question about what action to take toward your goal. With your hands open and palms up, let your mind clear of all expectations. Stay open and wait for guidance to come. It could be a feeling in your body, a picture in your mind, a voice inside, or even a change in your emotions. Write down whatever comes to you without judging it. Before the day ends, take one small action in the direction you received. Finish this practice by touching your heart and saying, "I now move in perfect harmony with divine guidance, taking inspired action that connects heaven and earth." In ancient times, a woman named Abigail roamed the world searching for her true purpose. One morning, while pondering her next steps, a beautiful white feather fell right at her feet. Its perfect timing stirred something deep within her, and she felt drawn to follow it into the forest. Whenever doubt popped into her head about continuing, another feather would appear, as if placed there by an unseen hand guiding her deeper into the woods. After hours of this mysterious journey, she stepped into a sunlit clearing where she found exactly what her heart had been longing for. The universe speaks to us in a sacred language filled with signs and connections. When you clearly ask the cosmic forces for help, they respond not just by helping you manifest your desires, but by sending you ongoing confirmations that your reality is changing according to your wish. These signs are like breadcrumbs, assuring you that even if you can't see the full outcome yet, the unseen forces are already working to reshape reality to match your desires. So, how do you recognize these signs? There are 5 key signs of alignment. First, pay attention to meaningful coincidences, events that seem to hold special significance for your goals. Second, watch for repeating numbers or symbols that pop up more than usual. Third, be alert for unexpected opportunities that arrive just when you need them. Fourth, listen to those subtle, intuitive nudges, the inner promptings that guide you towards or away from different paths. Some dreams can give you guidance. They often show solutions or insights your waking mind might miss. Ancient masters recognized these signs not as silly beliefs, but as cosmic feedback that showed they were in sync with universal forces. But they also taught that not every coincidence is meaningful, and not every dream is wise guidance. The trick is to find a balance. Don't ignore real signs, but don't read too much into things either. There was a sailor named Lawrence who learned this lesson while navigating tricky waters. When his inner compass pointed to true north, he noticed the stars above would gently shift, revealing clear paths through dangerous areas. This taught him that when you're aligned internally, reality seems to shift to support your journey. To help you notice and value these signs, keep a synchronicity journal. This is a special place just for recording signs and meaningful coincidences. Start with a little ritual. Clearly state your intention to see signs related to what you want. For 21 days, jot down each sign that pops up. Write down what happened, the situation around it, and your gut feeling about what it means. After each entry, put your hand over your words and say, "I see and honor these signs as proof that my desired reality is coming together perfectly." Now, let me tell you about the harvest principle. Deep in an ancient valley lived a farmer named Jeremiah. He had been tending his land for many years. One spring day, he planted rows of corn seeds carefully. But as time went on, doubts crept in about whether his crop would succeed. When harvest time arrived, he stood in his field, stunned. Instead of corn, he was surrounded by waves of golden wheat. A wise elder nearby noticed his confusion and shared a truth from generations past. While Jeremiah slept, his worries changed the seeds he had planted. "Your thoughts are like seeds that grow according to their nature," the elder said. This is the harvest principle, a universal law that affects all manifestation. Every part of your life, whether significant or ordinary, stems from the seeds of thought you planted. In the rich ground of the universe, nothing happens by chance. There are no random moments, just the exact blooming of your thoughts, both conscious and hidden, into real things. In this sacred art of making things happen, your thoughts are like seeds, each carrying the whole plan of what will come to life. Your feelings act like soil, either nourishing or restricting growth based on their nature. Your focus is like water, helping what you concentrate on to thrive. And your expectations are the sunlight, coaxing those desires into being, just as the sun pulls plants from the ground. Time is the season that allows growth, the necessary pause between planting and reaping, something that can't be hurried, but can be fully trusted. In a remote mountain village, there lived a woman named Naomi, who had a mysterious walled garden passed down from her grandmother. As she cared for this garden, she realized something remarkable. The plants reacted not just to her physical care, but to her thoughts about them. When she worried that the roses wouldn't bloom, they withered, despite perfect conditions. But when she truly believed in the abundance of her herbs, they thrived beyond what seemed possible. Through this experience, she learned how closely her thoughts were tied to what happened in her world. To bring this principle into your life, try this simple planting ritual. Pick a small seed that represents what you desire. Hold it in your palm, wrap your fingers around it, and fill it with your clear intentions. Prepare some soil in a pot or a garden. As you place the seed in the ground, say out loud, "Within this seed, I plant my desire for." State what you wish for. As this grows by natural law, so too will my desire come to life in reality. Take care of this plant every day, knowing its growth reflects the journey of your dreams. With every watering, touch the soil and repeat, "As this seed grows by natural law, so does my desire manifest through the principle of divine order." In a hidden valley, Caleb, a wise alchemist, learned something remarkable. While others shied away from toxic elements in their potions, he discovered that the most harmful ingredients could turn into the most potent medicines when transformed properly. Through years of patient exploration, he revealed profound truths that changed everything. Through his experimentation, Caleb discovered that nightshade could be turned into a healing balm, and the venom from snakes, when altered through alchemy, could even bring life back. What he found in his lab reflects a powerful secret about manifesting. The challenges we face aren't roadblocks. They're just raw materials waiting to be transformed. Every bit of resistance you run into holds within it a spark for faster manifestation. The 7 types of resistance: doubt, fear, feeling unworthy, impatience, being attached to outcomes, conflicts with your higher purpose, and self-sabotage aren't your enemies. They're your hidden allies. Each one holds a unique gift, waiting for the right approach. When doubt pops up, it shows you where to strengthen your power. Fear points out where you can grow the most. Feeling unworthy reveals where you need to nurture self-love. Impatience signals that it's time to deepen your trust. Attachment shines a light on where you can find freedom through surrender. Conflicts with your higher purpose show you where you need to realign. And unconscious sabotage highlights where shadow work can bring forth your light. High in the misty mountains lived Genevieve, who longed to cross a great peak to reach her heart's desire. Every time she set out, her way was blocked by fallen trees, each one seemingly laughing at her efforts. In her frustration, she encountered a forest guardian who imparted an ancient truth. Those fallen trees weren't obstacles, they were bridges in disguise. The guardian taught her to turn each blockage into a forward. As she transformed each tree into a bridge, her journey not only became possible, but also much easier than if the path had been entirely clear from the start. Through a simple ritual of transformation, you can take your biggest obstacle and turn it into momentum. Grab a small piece of paper and write down the resistance that challenges you the most. Fold it into a little vessel, a boat, or a box, recognizing this challenge not as an enemy, but as a teacher. Place this vessel in a bowl of clear water, then add a single drop of color. Watch how the water changes, just like your resistance can turn into strength. As the paper dissolves or returns to the earth, declare, "Through divine alchemy, I now turn all resistance into accelerated manifestation power." In the hills, Sarah dedicated her life to finding a legendary gateway said to bring endless abundance to anyone who walked through it. She went everywhere, studying maps and old texts, following whispers and faded signs, but the gateway was always just out of reach. One evening, worn out from her search, she met a wise woman in a simple garden. "You're looking for something you already have," the woman said, pointing at the plain wooden gate Sarah had just passed. "Every doorway has the potential for abundance, if you only take a moment to be grateful for what comes through it." This moment opened Sarah's eyes to a deep truth. Gratitude is the key that unlocks abundant flow in life. When you shift your focus from what you lack to what you have, you tap into a powerful energy that aligns you with more wealth. It works like magic. Each heartfelt thank you sends out a signal that the universe responds to, multiplying what you appreciate. Gratitude attracts more abundance. Being thankful for joy brings even more joy. Appreciating opportunities draws in more chances. The journey of gratitude unfolds in stages. First, you appreciate the clear blessings, your health, home, relationships, and daily needs. As you become more aware, you start to see hidden blessings in your struggles, realizing how challenges build your strength and pave the way for greater abundance. Next, you express thanks for what you desire as if you already have it, creating a bridge between where you are now and what you wish for. Finally, you reach a pure state of gratitude where you appreciate life itself without worrying about specific results. Long ago, in a busy market, a merchant named Isaiah discovered this truth with a mysterious ledger wrapped in golden thread. Every night, as he counted his stock, he noticed that items he genuinely appreciated would somehow double by morning. But when he tried to force this magic with fake gratitude, nothing changed. Isaiah learned that only true thankfulness has the power to create abundance. The power to increase abundance is within your grasp. With daily practice, your heart starts to open wider to all the blessings life has to offer. Each time you express genuine gratitude, you grow more aware of the abundance that's already surrounding you. This simple act of appreciation becomes a treasured habit, a gentle nudge reminding you of your link to the endless pool of universal prosperity. You begin to see how true thankfulness changes, not just how you perceive things, but also shifts the very reality around you. As you deepen this practice, everyday moments reveal hidden beauty. The warmth of the sun on your skin, that's a reason to celebrate. A smile from a stranger carries deep meaning. Even the tough times turn into opportunities for growth and learning. Gratitude is a living force, one that strengthens every time you recognize life's gifts. The universe responds to your higher vibration of appreciation, bringing even more blessings your way. Like a flower stretching toward the sun, your mind naturally seeks the light of abundance when it's grounded in true thankfulness. This isn't just luck, it's how divine law works. Everything you truly value starts to multiply. Through this dedicated practice, you gradually rise to new levels of understanding. The lines blur between you giving thanks and what you appreciate. You realize you are both the one who gives thanks and what is being appreciated, intertwined in a beautiful dance of shared blessings. In a tall tower overlooking a foggy valley, Michael, an apprentice wizard, spent countless hours honing his illusions. With just a wave of his hand, he could create sparkling castles, blooming gardens, and amazing creatures. But each creation vanished like morning dew, leaving no mark in the physical world. Night after night, his master quietly observed until he finally spoke. Your visions need to take root in the earth. Without connecting your magic to the physical world, it stays just a beautiful dream. This age-old wisdom is revealing itself to you now. The link between spiritual creation and physical reality needs something tangible to ground your intentions. Though the seed of your dreams can sprout in the spiritual realm, its full bloom relies on establishing a strong connection here in the physical world. Connecting with the physical world is crucial. Just like a lightning rod safely brings energy from above to the earth, your physical anchors help channel your desires into reality. These anchors act as sacred pathways, letting your spiritual intentions transform into real expressions. The universe communicates through symbols, reacting to the tangible things that match your wishes. Each anchor, whether it's an object, an action, or a setting, creates a unique energy that brings your dreams from the invisible into the visible. In the world of physical anchors, every sense opens a door for your dreams to come true. Visual anchors help you see your goals clearly. Touch connects your intentions with reality. Sounds align your surroundings with what you want. Sensations trigger your subconscious, while tastes bring your creations to life. In a sunlit studio overlooking gentle hills, Dorotha uncovered this magic through her artwork. Her stunning landscapes were once just canvases. But when she started mixing soil from her garden with her paints, something amazing happened. The places she painted began to appear in real life, showing that adding physical elements strengthens the connection between dreams and reality. When you're ready to anchor your intentions in the physical world, create a special space that reflects your deepest desires. Choose objects, colors, scents, and textures that resonate with what you want, like crystals for abundance or fresh flowers for new beginnings. Arrange these anchors with care in your surroundings. Let them remind you of your spiritual ties each day. As you engage with these physical symbols, do so mindfully. Hold them while you say your affirmations. Look at them during meditation. Allow their energy to blend with yours, turning them into living links between your inner vision and its outer form. Write your goals on paper and place them under these items to add depth, enhancing their power as tools for manifestation. You might also want to include natural elements tied to your wishes, like water for flow and balance, earth for stability, or air for inspiration. New beginnings spark change and ignite passion. When you engage with these powerful forces, they boost the strength of your physical connections. Remember, the strongest ties often grow from your own life experiences. Like Dorotha and her soil-filled art, trust your gut to lead you to the right symbols that express your spiritual goals. The universe will show their importance through signs and events that affirm your choices. Make it a habit to anchor these symbols into your daily life. Treat every interaction like a sacred ritual that connects the spiritual with the physical. As you consistently engage with these touchstones, you build stronger pathways for universal energy to flow, speeding up your dreams into reality. The past and future may feel real, but they're just illusions that can drain your energy. By grounding yourself in the present, you tap into the quantum field where all possibilities await your command. Time bends when you're fully present. Let go of thoughts about what's gone or what's to come. Diving into the present opens doors to instant creation. This beautiful state of being acts like a green light, eliminating the usual delays between what you want and bringing it to life. Your worries about yesterday and tomorrow create ripples, disrupting the calm of now. Just like a lake must be still to reflect the sky, your mind must find peace in the present to turn your desires into clear reality. In a hidden valley, Hannah stumbles upon a mystical garden where she discovered a powerful truth in the wisdom of nature. Walking among the ancient, fruit-laden trees, something incredible caught her eye. Whenever she focused entirely on a piece of fruit, it would ripen right before her. But if her thoughts drifted, thinking about the past or worrying about the future, even the ripest fruit would wither away. From this, she realized that to manifest your desires, you need to be completely present. This moment isn't just a concept to grasp, it's a state to experience. You have to let go of holding on to the past and future, allowing your mind to fully dive into the now. When you're in this space of pure presence, you tap into a world where all possibilities are available, waiting for you to choose. The universe pays attention not to how long you wish for something, but to how deeply you're present while asking for it. A moment of full presence packs more power for manifestation than years of scattered thoughts. When you learn to reach this timeless space, you start to see reality shift according to your wishes, free from the usual flow of time. Catherine stood at the entrance of an ancient labyrinth, her head buzzing with a series of memorized directions: 3 rights, 2 lefts, straight for 7 paths. But as she wandered deeper, those instructions only pushed her away from her goal. Feeling frustrated, she noticed a gentle melody echoing through the maze. Eventually, she let go of her planned route and followed the enchanting music. Suddenly, those random turns lined up perfectly, guiding her right to the heart of the labyrinth. This timeless truth is revealing itself to you now as you shape your reality. What seems like random occurrences is actually a dance of divine connections. Every unexpected meeting, detour, or surprising bond is like a stepping stone leading you closer to what you want. The universe has a wisdom that goes beyond our own planning, setting things in motion with a grace that becomes clear only when you take a step back to see the broader picture. Think about how a symphony comes together, with each instrument playing its role at just the right time, creating beauty not from forced control but through perfect timing. Your manifestation unfolds with a beautiful flow, like a well-timed dance. Each piece comes together perfectly when you let things happen, instead of trying to make them happen. Marcus learned this important lesson through his music. For years, he worked hard, carefully arranging each note. He made decent music, but it lacked inspiration. Everything changed when he learned to let the music come alive from within him, rather than forcing it out. In this relaxed state, the notes formed into breathtaking symphonies that went beyond what he thought he could do. This showed him that manifestation thrives when you collaborate with the universe instead of trying to control it. To practice this, start by drawing a circle in the middle of a page to represent what you want. Around it, place smaller circles for the people, opportunities, and resources you need to make it happen, without worrying about how they'll connect. For 7 days, keep track of any coincidences and surprises by drawing lines between the circles as everything starts to connect. Trust that the pattern will reveal itself. At the end of the day, touch the center circle and say, "I recognize and honor the perfect divine orchestration that brings everything together in amazing harmony for my desire." Now picture Esther in her beautiful garden, where morning dew still sparkles on the leaves as she kneels among her thriving plants. For years, she followed all the right steps to cultivate her garden. She planted according to the moon, watered with blessed spring water, and sang ancient songs to help them grow. The garden thrived, but when it was time to harvest, the fruits seemed just out of reach, shimmering like mirages whenever she tried to gather them. Frustrated, she sought help from the wise sage who lived at the edge of the mystical woods. The sage watched her skilled technique, then shook their head. Without saying a word, they stood tall with arms spread wide, heart open to the sky in a gesture of pure receptivity. As Esther copied this pose, the fruits of her garden suddenly felt real, gently falling into her hands. Through this sacred wisdom, you learn that receiving is the final, often overlooked part of manifestation. You might have a clear command, pure intentions, and aligned actions, but until you master the skill of consciously receiving, your efforts are incomplete. Think of it like a radio. To get the signal, you need both sending and receiving. The universe responds to your commands, but you need to actively receive for everything to come together in your life. Many people who are good at commanding still find their dreams just out of reach. It's not that the universe isn't listening, it's that you might have a block in your ability to receive. Unseen patterns of feeling unworthy, doubting your manifestations, or being attached to the struggle may be causing you to unknowingly reject what you've asked for. Take Patrick, a seasoned fisherman. He had everything right. His nets were perfectly made and his timing was spot on, but his boat came back empty day after day. The solution came when he realized his boat was cluttered with old gear and unnecessary stuff, leaving no room for the catch he wanted. Once he cleared it out and made room for abundance, the ocean started to fill his nets. This practice teaches you to create a physical space in your home that symbolizes what you want to receive. Maybe clear a shelf, set up an empty box, or choose a special chair. Then stand in front of this space with your arms wide open, declaring that you're ready to receive. Bring your arms to your heart like you're embracing your desire. Every day, work on strengthening your ability to receive by opening your hands and heart whenever you think about what you want. End each practice by touching this special place and saying, "I now consciously receive the perfect fulfillment of my desire," welcoming it in whatever form it comes. In the heart of an old city, there stood a strange house that looked ordinary from the outside. Yet it held a secret that would change the life of Gilbert, a modest scribe, after he inherited it. In a hidden place, Gilbert found a unique room. It was like no other he'd seen. This chamber responded to his desires, stretching and changing shape, unveiling hidden doorways just seconds before they seemed to vanish. When Gilbert first stepped inside, the space was small, just a plain wooden chair sitting in the center. After he expressed his gratitude for this unexpected gift, he saw the chair transform into a beautiful desk. That was his first moment of conscious creation. To his surprise, the walls began to push outward, revealing a door adorned with a golden symbol that had been overlooked. With every new doorway opened, Gilbert uncovered greater treasures. But even more importantly, he discovered parts of himself he never knew were there. Each time he manifested something new, his understanding of his own abilities grew, just like the dimension of the room itself. The truth became clear through Gilbert's journey. Manifestation reflects your divine essence back to you. With every success, you push the boundaries of how you see yourself, revealing limitless possibilities that were always there, just hidden from your view. As you shape your reality with more confidence, you learn that the real gift isn't just in what you gain, but in who you are becoming. Each creation builds a stronger foundation for the next, like climbing a spiral staircase where each step gives you a broader perspective of your potential. Far away, in a quiet valley, lived Beatrice, a weaver who was given a special cloth by a wandering sage. It was one of a kind. It resized perfectly to fit her every time. But even more astonishing, whenever Beatrice achieved something she thought was impossible, the garment would expand, prompting her to grow into its new size. At first, the changes were small. A little longer sleeves when she mastered a tricky weaving technique, a hem that dropped when she spoke boldly in the village square. But as she accomplished bigger feats, the garment's transformations became grander, eventually becoming a flowing robe that shimmered with endless possibilities. Now here's a little practice. Sit quietly in front of a mirror every morning. Look deeply into your own eyes, beyond the familiar reflection. Picture yourself growing into a bigger version of who you are meant to be. Let your imagination take you there. Push past your current limits. Picture yourself gaining the qualities and successes you want to achieve. As you focus on this vision, let yourself feel the subtle stirrings of growth inside you. Just like Beatrice's magical coat, your awareness is already expanding into new possibilities. Practice this for at least 5 minutes, really immersing yourself in the energy of your evolving potential. Notice how each day you see more depth and ability in your own reflection, showing the boundless nature of who you are. Remember, just as Beatrix's garment adapted to her growth, your reality will naturally shift to match your expanding mindset. Trust this ongoing journey, knowing that even small changes in how you see things create waves of transformation in your life. In ancient Eastern lands, Alexander set out on a journey that would show him the sacred patterns of spiritual growth. The path wound around a grand mountain, looking like a circular trip that went nowhere. But with each turn that seemed to lead him back, Alexander began to see shifts in how he viewed things. Familiar sights looked different from higher viewpoints. As he climbed, new patterns emerged. The challenges he faced echoed those from lower ground but needed deeper wisdom to overcome. A stream that once tested his strength now required inner balance. A tight spot that had pushed his bravery now asked him to let go of fear entirely. When he reached the top, Alexander looked back in awe at the path he took. From up high, he realized what felt like going around in circles was actually a perfect spiral. Each twist lifted him higher while building on the lessons learned below. This endless spiral is the true shape of your journey into manifestation. You're not moving in a straight line towards mastery. Instead, you're cycling upward, revisiting core truths with fresh awareness. Each turn in the spiral enhances your previous knowledge, turning past limits into stepping stones for greater growth. As you shape your reality with more power, you'll likely see familiar themes come back: abundance, relationships, purpose, creativity. Yet each time, it's at a higher level of understanding, inviting you to rise even more. In a far-off city, there was a woman named Josephine. She stumbled upon a remarkable spiral staircase in an old tower. The moment she stepped on the first rung, something magical started to happen. The staircase and Josephine began to change together. With each step she took, new beauty unfolded, and hidden gifts within her came to life. What began as simple wooden stairs transformed into shining crystal and finally into pure light. As Josephine evolved from a curious seeker to a confident creator to an enlightened master, the staircase matched her growth. Her journey was one of constant ascension, revealing endless possibilities at every new height. Take a moment each day to visualize your own spiral staircase of growth. Picture yourself moving up through higher levels of mastery, with each turn building on the lessons you've learned. Recognize how your past experiences lay the groundwork for your next step forward. Let every step fill you with appreciation for where you've been and excitement for the greater awareness that lies ahead. With every twist of the spiral, feel yourself becoming stronger, wiser, and more empowered. Stay open to how your current struggles reflect lessons from your past, showing up now for you to understand at a deeper level. Consider jotting down in a journal the themes that keep recurring in your life and how your viewpoint has changed. This can help you see the upward spiral of your growth and manifestation journey. Remember, each time a familiar lesson comes back around, it serves a purpose, lifting you to new heights of awareness and creativity. You're not going around in circles, you're spiraling ever upward toward your greatest self. If you like this audiobook, I've made a free ebook version for you. You can grab it through the link in the pinned comment. Now, standing firm in your own power, illuminated by cosmic green light, you see how far you've come. The path has changed you from a seeker to a master. The barrier that once kept you from recognizing your divine power has melted away, showing the creator you've always been beneath the surface. Looking back on your journey, you realize that each challenge, every moment of uncertainty, and all those delays were perfect preparations, shaping your strength and command. Clearing your intentions and growing your ability to receive, the universe has been listening to you. It's always responding and setting you up for this moment of awakening. You're at the brink of a fresh start. This isn't just the end of one journey or another step forward. It's a brand new cycle of creation, starting from this higher awareness. What used to feel like outside approval is actually your own divine energy, the eternal spark of creativity that's always been inside you, now acknowledged and embraced. From now on, you step forward with the knowledge that when you speak with clarity and confidence, the universe answers you completely. It's not a servant, but an extension of your expanded self. This moment isn't the ending. It's truly the beginning of your path as a conscious creator in a universe full of abundance. With each twist of this new spiral, your intentions become clearer, your wishes more refined, and your insights deeper. The cosmic green light isn't just a faraway signal. It's the glow of your awakened heart, lighting up roads of possibility that were always there but hidden before. You didn't just happen upon this message, you called it into being. Make your presence known with just a simple phrase, "I am ready." Or drop a heart in the comments, a spark of your commanding presence igniting. This is more than just a piece of content, it's a connection. If you like this special audiobook, I've chosen another one that will change your life.